Good morning, YouTube. It's, well, it doesn't matter what day it is on my end. Who knows when you're watching this video, so never mind. It's been a while since I've made a video. Today we're going to do something a little different. I'm going to hit this bowl and I'm going to tell you all about it. Okay, so today we're going to make some eyeball cookies. Not really a candy, but Halloween's coming up, and I do also make other baked goods. Blah, 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 blah. We know it's all about candy. But anyways, I have a couple here that I made a few years ago, and I know that sounds weird. Why do you have cookies from a few years ago? Well, I shellacked them, like with Mod Podge, not like legit shellac. So they're pretty awesome. I'm just going to go ahead and give you a sneak preview here. There we go. They look a little janky after a couple years of being stored, but it's cool. I look like a cyclops right now. Wicked. Anyways, these are really cool. I think they look like something straight out of the Necronomicon, and way cooler than all the eyeball cookies you see out there that are just like dots and a white thing. And yeah, so eyeball cookies today. So in advance, I have prepared a crap ton of cookies. And any baker looking at these cookies would probably instantly think, wow, this person doesn't know how to bake. Look at these cookies. They're all like flat and craptastic. But no, these cookies are amazing. These are crack cookies. And they're named so because they are literally like crack. I have had people fight over these cookies, or who gets the last of these cookies, even having to make extra batches of these cookies to accommodate the angry masses. So they're delicious. There is a whole pound of brown sugar in those cookies over there. So happy mistake. One day I was making cookies out of my culinary cookbook, and I was following the recipe, which was on a page that also had another recipe. Well, long story short, I started making oatmeal cookies and realized when it was too late and was like, shit. So I just turned them into chocolate chip, and it was the best mistake I'd ever made because crack cookies. If you are one of my close friends, you've had one of these and you can vouch for their freaking deliciousness. Also, you're gonna need some, besides the cookies, obviously, and you can just go get a log of crap cookies at the store. Yes, I said crap, not crack, because they won't be as good as my crack cookies, but it's cool. Any cookies you like will work for this. Just make sure, yeah. Earlier, before I made the cookies, I rolled out some little fondant balls. They're all roughly the same size. These are going to be your eyeballs. And I don't know, I think I have 27 of them. I just randomly, arbitrarily made some, but they work. And while the cookies were making, these had a little bit of time to set. And they're still soft. I could smush them with my finger. However, they're hard enough to handle. So when I go to paint them, they won't fall apart on me. So that's a bonus. So I guess I should probably give like a list of ingredients or something, huh? Okay, cookies, baked cookies that have cooled. Fondant. I made my own fondant. It's inexpensive and easy to do. Google a recipe. I'm not going to give you one. Sorry. So cookies, fondant. I have some powdered sugar and some butter that's been softening. You need to have some buttercream frosting. Let's show you here. All this stuff around the eyelid and it's spread onto the cookie, that's buttercream frosting. So you need to have some kind of frosting. Again, you could go to the store and get a tub of crappy frosting. It doesn't matter if you're just doing this for practice. If you want it to taste good, make your own frosting, people. Don't be lazy. Don't be a slacker. I'm watching you. Anyways, so you need frosting and then some kind of dye to color that frosting, because it would look really weird if your eyeballs didn't match the color of your cookies. So I just have these little Wilton gel colors that are for icing. This one's copper. I'll use this and a little bit of probably yellow to achieve the perfect color that I want for the cookies. So cookies, fondant, icing, some kind of dye. And I think the last thing you should probably have is a food marker. This is a food safe. It's a Wilton Food Writer, blah, blah, blah. That's how I get the iris on, and you can add detail, eyelashes, whatever have you. This is for detail. So all those things I just said, get them. Oh yeah, and some piping bags, because like it's hard to get the icing on without a piping bag. So those two. Okay, this is the oddest camera angle ever because my camera mount sucks. So I have all the awesome little eyeballs out of fondant. I have some Q-tips, and then I have my Wilton gel colorings. I am now going to hit this again and proceed to make dots on each one with those Q-tips. By the way, on top of this bowl is some amazing ultra refined oil well shatter from my favorite Altitude Organic medicine. Oh my god, it's delicious. All right, gonna get some gloves on, we'll get to work. Okay, yellow was just opened and I feel like it's gonna have the most, god damn it, get off the paper. The most use, so I'm gonna try and do this where you can see. I mean, I was hoping to just like do a dot and have it be perfect, but it looks like I'm not happy with that size, so we're just gonna do our best to make a circle. Okay, well, we're gonna stick that aside. We're not gonna stick it in the color because it'll absorb too much. We'll do one of each color for you. Well, we need some more blue here. Ah, fudge. Shit. Fuck! Okay, so this is what you don't want to do. You don't want to touch one and get color all over it like this. Balls! Okay. Goodbye, glove. That's okay. My hands are clean. You can see me, right? Okay. That one looks good. It's not perfectly round though, and I'm kind of a perfectionist. We're just gonna keep working. This could be a little time consuming, but that's why I get stoned. If you're a minor or in a non-legal state, don't listen to me. Don't get stoned. Be good. Go for a run or something. All right, we got, shit, fuck. Really? I mean, one rolled off the thing. Okay. Okay, maybe this is not how I did it last time. I'm kind of wondering. All right, we need some red. And it's really gloopy glop. Bleh, look at this. It's like gloppy as fuck. Damn it. Okay, you did this when your colors were way newer, Lauren. Alright, we're gonna just pick one up and we're not gonna get shit all over it. So see, even I screw things up, so don't feel bad if you like jack this up super hard. You can always recover. My hands are shaking. I'm sure you can see that. I haven't really eaten much for breakfast. That's a good one. I'm kind of smushing them a little bit because they're not fully hardened, which is a pain in the butt. All right, last one we're gonna do green, and then I think I'm gonna switch it up because I don't like how this looks. This looks sloppy, and I'm not sloppy like this. It's supposed to look bomb.com like it did last time, but how did I do it last time? I don't know! Wiping my hands on my apron. Don't do that either, people. But look at my fingers. There's color all over them. All right, let's see. That one's good. I'm happy with that. I mean, like up close, there's like spots that aren't perfect, which is my issue. By the way, I don't own any of the rights to this music. I don't know if they're gonna like mute out this part, but I can't do this with just my voice. I need music. I'd much rather watch a movie, but that's more distracting. At least you can be like, while you're listening to music. So, all right, we're gonna pause and see if I can find another way to color. Okay, I figured it out. I used food coloring last time. It's way more liquid. Looks a lot cooler already. It'll dry quicker. In fact, I don't even know if those other ones will dry. So we're just gonna continue plugging away with this food coloring. I have green and blue. I don't have any of the other colors I had featured with the Wilton gel colors. Yeah, those are way better. And there's like, let me see if I can, there's like variation in the green, so it looks even cooler, kind of like a real eye. Because a real eye is not just all one color in the, let's see, I think it's the iris. Yeah, the iris. So, I'm not going to make you watch me do all these individually. I'll get back to you when they're all done. Bye-bye for now. Damn it. Still working on the eyeballs. Slow going. When you're a perfectionist. And it's okay if some of the eyeballs have like a little, like down here, this one's got a little off to the edge. You're gonna cover the bottom and the top with frosting to look like eyelids, so this is the perfect song, by the way. Feel like somebody's watching me, and no privacy. Whoa. Probably gonna get muted for that. I don't know in this video either. We have 2 more, and honestly, I think it's getting really hard to do. I think the blue looks better. It looks more like a real eye. I'm gonna show it to you up close after I do this last one here. Sorry if my hand is blocking your view. Okay. I gotta take these gloves off. Hold on. Too much, that's why. And I have no privacy. Oh. Fuck, I'm recording again. God damn it. Okay, we have a bunch of eyeballs. Here's the top view. But like, see how there's kind of some swirly action in them? Like that one, you can really see it. This one too. Ooh, look at that one. That one's freaking gorgeous. I'm gonna take a picture of that. Yep, loving it. So you're just gonna let all these sit here and dry because you can't touch them or draw the irises on, or the pupils on, excuse me, when they're wet. So time to wait, people. So while those eyeballs are drying, I figure why not make the frosting I need, because I don't have any icing. I forgot about that. I got so wrapped up in the eyeballs that I forgot. All right, we're gonna get that ready. I have put 1 stick of unsalted butter in the mixer. It's at room temp. It's been sitting in there for a quick minute, so 1 stick butter. 1 teaspoon vanilla bean paste, or vanilla, whatever you have. The powdered sugar you add is up to you. I have this much of a bag left. That's how much I'm using. Sugar is in the bowl. Now you want to add a little bit of salt too, but I tend to wait until after I've mixed it up to taste it. Up to you. Put it all in your mixer and get to slowly mixing. I said get to slowly mixing. Lauren, why weren't you listening? Look at what you've done. You've made a mess. Ah. Aha. We have frosting. Very excited. Tastes delicious. It's kind of vanilla beany. Now we're going to add some color to it. I went ahead and separated just a little bit from the main bowl because I don't think I'm going to need that much just for accent eyelids and whatnot. So we also have some Wilton gel color copper that we're going to try and use to match the cookie. Here's a cookie for comparison. We're going to try and color match best we can. So here's just what a little bit of the copper made it look like. It looks kind of like a skin tone. It's not there yet, but it is a very good start. I think I will add a little bit of red and some green, because red and green always make brown. I added a little magenta instead of red, and I think that was a mistake. But let's go ahead and add some green and see where we end up. Fingers crossed. Okay, so here's where I got on my own, which is pretty good, but then my dumbass remembered, look, you have a brown. So we're gonna make this a lot better. We'll be back. Stupid me. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this. I added a little bit of brown and a little bit of yellow because if you look at the cookie, it does have some, it's brown, but there's also some yellow notes. So we're gonna throw this frosting into a piping bag and I'll get back to you when that's done. Okay, all these bizarre camera angles. So this would be a good time to set out some cookies and decide where and how many eyeballs you want on each. Sometimes I just put 1. I think I've only ever done 1 on each, but these cookies are pretty large and I'm thinking how cool it would be to have like crazy eyes everywhere. I think it'd be creepier. Not as creepy as that face, but okay, so we're gonna take a couple off of there and like set 1 in the cookie. And then we'll take another one. I don't really care for that. Okay, we're gonna take you off of this thing here and switch you around. God damn Samsung! So this just looks stupid. Like googly eyes. I know it doesn't have any detail on it or anything yet, but watch what happens when I do this. The cookie becomes instantly more interesting. So yeah, I think that one eyeball per cookie is how it's gonna go down. I should just listen to my inner voice. Not that one. That one. Yes, I'm just gonna paint them on and wait. Okay, I took a couple rips and I thought about it, and I think the problem was there was powdered sugar on my face. That was the problem. Nope, not the problem I'm talking about. The problem was there was too much color saturation on top of the eyeball. It was really sticky, wasn't gonna dry evenly, and so I went in with a Q-tip, wet the end, and just kind of swirled it around slightly to remove some color, and then dabbed at it. We're gonna show you right now. Watch. These look 100% better. Like, some of them are just really awesome by themselves. I almost don't even want to add the pupil. Those I didn't mess with. Those are rejects. But yeah, really liking it. That's my favorite. It's so symmetrical. Symmetry. So I just came to another realization. I don't think I used this color pen for the pupils. I think I used it for just fine eyeball detail. I also have black Wilton gel color. I guess I just have every color. Thanks, Wilton. So I don't have to worry about anything drying for me to put on the pupil. I can do it right now, and I'm about to mix some of this black in this little mise en place bowl I made in ceramics with a little bit of water to dilute it, and then I'm just gonna dip a Q-tip, and the Q-tip will be a perfect size for the pupil. Look at that. It's freaking awesome, man. Look at it. I am. Okay, so we have all our eyeballs ready, and we have our black. It's still pretty thick, and we're gonna like really saturate the tip of this Q-tip. Saturate the tip. And we're going to, let's see, where's one you can see? You can see this one. I'm gonna do this one first. Ooh, I love it. You can go back a couple times if you're not happy with the way it looks. You can also put the pupil in a spot that is not dead center of the eye, so that it's looking... Sorry, that scared the piss out of me. Like a moment. That one looks pretty badass to me. I think they all look pretty good. And once you cover them, that one's a little sloppy, but the white showing more. And once you cover them with the eyelid over the top, it looks a lot better. Okay, so I cut the tip off my piping bag, and I'm going to use a little bit of the icing to glue the eyeballs down on top of the cookies. Now, you want to usually, like I said, pick your placement first. I tend to find that little nooks and crannies in between chocolate chips is a great place for them to go, and we'll just pick one up here. And, you know, I'm going to put a little bit more. Doesn't hurt if you have a little bit underneath and it squirts out. That's absolutely fine. And we're just going to continue. This one doesn't have a lot of chocolate chips, so we're just going to pop that bad boy like right in the middle. All right. Okay, so we have our eyeballs glued on with some frosting. You can let that sit a minute if you want. I feel like I need to put my icing back in the fridge for a minute, but we're going to do a practice pipe and see if I can get an eyelid on. We will be back. Okay, sorry about the crappy angle, but I'm going to do my best. So you're just going to figure out which side you want to be the top and the bottom. I think I'll do this side. So you pipe some down on, and then up and over. Can you see that? Trying it a little closer. So I just made like a little line on top of the eyeball. And then you can actually come in and do a little one down underneath as well. And then you just kind of fill in the gaps with icing. I'll turn the cookie around so you can see the back side. Now you just want to fill it in. Now, you can, if you like, leave the icing like that and make it kind of lined. It does look a little unique. It's pretty cool. But for me, I'm going to grab a glove here because I definitely don't want to get icing all over my hands. I would probably come in, stupid, I need some nitrile gloves. These are the horrible like food ones that always rip. They suck. I would come in and just start smoothing out what's going on all around the edges, and you just blend it into the cookie. That's how you really get good color matching, I guess. I don't know, cohesion is a word I'm looking for. Just keep moving it around until you're happy with it. I personally am really liking this one, but I think the lower part needs to come up a little higher like that. Yeah, that's a good one. It's got the lid. It's got kind of a crease there that looks like a lid. That was the original line if you leave it. I'm happy with this one. We're going to continue. Okay, so this isn't all of them, but it's taking me a lot longer than I thought. So I'm just going to stop here. I wanted to show you how many I got done and how different they all look. They all have different expressions, seemingly angry, scared. I like them. I'm pretty pleased with the way they turned out. So that was eyeball cookies. I'll probably end up making cyst cupcakes next because there's a bake sale coming up at my college and I would love to sell these to people. They are gross and amazing and awesome and unlike most things you see. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe, alert button, all that stuff if you feel like it. If not, right on to. It's cool. No pressure here. I'm a easy, lax, going person. So I'm gonna say adieu. Ding! Thanks for watching.